perfect. We're live again already.
So I should stop wrapping my headphone cord around my finger.
No, well, no, that's a fact.
I
You
was
know,
just like, ah la la.
this is what artists do in their
It
free
is
time.
actually.
Wrap cords around their fingers. No, all right, yeah. Just put a quick thing out, and I will share it. Let me
You still
actually undo that and then redo that. But we're good. I think do. Let me make sure that it is recording a second time. All right,
let's see.
good deal. So that was at 53. No, that was at 58. That power went out, so I know when to stitch it in.
Should we do another clap?
No, we should be good. I don't want to give you the satisfaction, Tyler, for another clap. No, kidding.
I'm ready.
I'm sorry, Payne. It's kind of ironic because the last episode we did, Tyler lost power.
Yeah.
So I was saying Ruby's next.
No, don't do it. I mean,
Don't you get a lot of lightning storms out there?
ironically, I never hear them touching down. I just see maybe flashes, but I hear nothing.
Hmm. It was a lot of lightning storms here yesterday, and no, today it just got dark really quick, and the wind is like howling out there.
Thor's outside.
As awesome that would be, it would be terrifying in the same sense.
I mean,
He's a nice guy.
We
Have
had
you
those,
met him?
Once or twice.
What was that, Ruby?
the grasshoppers.
Oh yeah, that was gross.
Disgusting.
Ruby Payne. Ruby lives in around Las Vegas.
Around
Oh,
Vegas.
So right for the last month or two,
This past month.
it's been like millions of grasshoppers have been invading the city.
The
Oh.
biblical plague.
It's like something out of Moses with the locusts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look it up on Google when you get a moment, and you'll see like they have like vehicles totally consumed in grasshoppers. But where did we leave off?
I don't see the stream live. Oh, there we are. Okay, excellent.
Yeah, I just had to refresh.
Refresh. Got it. Nailed it. So we left off with Payne shared her step by step on ArtStation, so we were kind of checking that out.
Okay. I sent out the tweet.
The link is in the Twitch chat if you need it, Joe.
We might have to repost, especially as people jump back in. Stupid ad, go away. Edit that out. There we go. Yeah.
As I said before, Payne, we're very casual.
So professional.
If I lose power again, I'll run out to my garage and grab my generator. True story, I will too.
I'm jealous.
Generator. Did you know that here in Vegas, our faults are capable of a 7.0 magnitude earthquake?
Yes.
Okay, this guy would know, of course. But did you know, Joe?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, we actually get at least 10 earthquakes every month here. You just don't feel them. They're 2.0 or under. So yeah, I should probably have an earthquake kit just in case.
One of those faults goes under the dam.
Oh, that's disgusting. Why did you tell me that?
There's that.
I mean, on the bright side, Vegas is quite elevated. It would be Laughlin and Bullhead and all that.
Yeah.
That would be drowning, unfortunately.
That water would actually eventually make it to me.
But you live on the mountains, right?
Yeah, no, I'm good. If we have a tsunami, floods, whatever, I'm high up. We're good. I'm at 6,000 feet,
Hey, all right. Let me post the link.
and then if I drive up the mountain, it gets to like 8 or 9. I think it's like 9.
All right, so I just posted the link to directly
Yep.
to the images that Payne uploaded to her art station where she wanted to show her process.
Thank you.
Yes.
Add just one example how I just want to show what I mean before from vlog with dark and light backgrounds or dark and light colors. It matter when you have a back or a light background what colors you have in front, how light they are or how dark. I thought it's good to do more tutorials for everyone soon. I want to start to do tutorial videos how I create some artworks or like live streams while I paint.
That would be cool. That's the one thing that I think is the biggest advantage between Procreate and Photoshop is that Procreate automatically records each session.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, when you're done, you can share it if you want or not, kind of thing. But I like that it does it automatically, like you don't have to do anything to make it happen. I wish Photoshop would do that.
That's this would be cool if Photoshop would do something like this, like Procreate do this.
Yeah. I don't
When
even
I
know how it does it.
when I when I try to record what I'm painting, it's not easy because I don't know, it's my PC. When I want to stream while I'm painting, sometimes it's just not working because my Photoshop is too slow for this or my PC.
Yeah.
That's
Streaming's really hard on the computer
no.
Yeah.
unless you have Joe's computer.
I don't even know how to work this thing, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. But no, if you're watching the live stream, I pulled the tutorial piece that Payne made, starting from a blank canvas and going to a finished piece with her process that she uses, and it's quite honestly incredible how she builds from the a flat color base and then adds works from the background out and then the darker forms and brings the highlights out. I love the progression of this, and seeing it step by step is incredibly useful when if somebody wanted to capture something in a similar way. I love this.
Thank you. I I'm just still searching on my PC for other artworks where I can explain some things, but I need some
Like,
time.
no problem. We can chat in the meantime. Is that the same type of process that you used when you made the regicide piece?
Not exactly. On the retro side, I began to draw on a black background, and it's I use in Photoshop a tool where I can add just color on a gray background, And the name of this tool is I have to Google for this now. It's in German because
I love how the logo for Oryx came out on that one. It looks like lava, like it like melted into the door.
the tool I mean is it called Soften Light. I think it's a tool where you can, if you have gray clouds and you add a new layer and you take the brush tool Soften Light. I hope that's right in English. You can add color on the gray clouds, but without painting on the clouds. It's an own layer.
Do you use a lot of layers, or do you only paint on one or two?
Oh, that's a funny question. Some weeks ago, I had an artwork where I used over 60 layers.
Wow.
Wow.
That's incredible.
I put many details on this one, and when I'm done in painting, when I'm on the final details on my artworks, I just put all the layers to just 3 or 4 layers, and I have the final then to add some effects also. And sometimes I created a step-by-step painting from some of my artworks, but the bad thing is can't I can't do a step-by-step picture from each artwork I've done, because when you finish a painting in Photoshop and you have so many layers open and you want to save this and you click on the wrong button or so, it's just away. It's just one layer.
Right. Do you look like label each one, or how do you stay organized with so many layers?
You mean how I
Like
can?
like do you name the layers, like this is
Oh,
lightning effect one, or this is background number one, or do you label them, or do you just layer one, two, three, four, five?
oh! In the beginning, in digital art, I just put 20, 30 layers, and there was no name for my layers. But now I name my layers. I When I draw a character and I have so many things to draw on this character, I put all the character layers in one group. I think it's easy for me to add colors to the layers. You can add a red color to some layers or a layer group. It made it makes everything more easy if you also add to the layer names the colors, so you can faster see where your character layer group is or your landscape group also.
That makes sense. So I gotta point out the legend Faisal Meki is in chat, and he he is also notorious for lots of layers.
Oh, really cool.
Yeah. Same layers,
Oh.
793 or 7,930,000.
That sounds. That's accurate.
I know what he means.
No, great. Actually, Ruby, do you want to bring us into the next one?
Yeah. All right. So I'm always curious. We're always curious. How do you make time for your artwork? How do you set apart your personal life and your art life?
You mean how many time I have for digital artwork, or I some years ago I had another hobby, or I would say a sport. I was a trap shooter with shotgun.
Really?
And
I was not expecting that.
I love shooting skeet.
That is awesome.
That is.
I was a clay pigeon shooter for some competitions in Germany here, and it was really cool and fun, but my trainer, he wanted more and more, and I had not enough time to spend this little time I had on my drawings. I just had training, and competitions, and I just gave this hobby up for my digital art hobby. I'm more a painter and drawer, but I'm not really a trap shooting girl. Yes.
So, how do you balance your day to day with dedicating time for your art and time for family, work, eating dinner, stuff like that?
I think it's easy when I say I just have the time for digital art or something similar, like to animate my artworks on the late afternoon, like 19:20 p.m. till midnight.
Cool.
I just have time on the late afternoon for this, and sometimes it's not easy because I spend the most time of the afternoons every day on digital art, and just on the weekend I play Destiny or going out with friends or so. But most of the time in the week, on the late afternoon, yes, I spend all my time for digital art.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice. We're gonna have to play more Destiny together. Just so you know, she's pretty good at Gambit.
Meki has a question in chat. He's asking, when you create your artwork, do you plan your overall composition before, or do you start one on the core part and keep adding? So your pieces are awesome. It reminds me of classic paintings and compositions. It's always beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
So when you create a new art piece, do you have an overall idea of what you want before you start drawing it?
Or do you start with one part and then you just add on to that part?
You mean when I start to draw a new artwork, if I have an idea before, or I just draw I don't find the word right now. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
I can explain. Yes?
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
I can explain when I start a new artwork. I have a strong imagination or ideas what I want to do, and I'm stubborn. I really want to do this what I imagine, and sometimes it's not the same like I have in my head. Like, I mean, when I have an idea and I imagine this so strong and try to draw this, it's sometimes not the same, but sometimes it's better than my idea I had in my head.
That's always the best.
No, you answered that perfectly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I mean, it's not easy to imagine and to create what you imagine, what your idea you have in your head. It's not easy sometimes, but like I said before, I'm stubborn. I mean, I really want to create this what I have in my head.
Yeah. She's dedicated.
There are many tries before I start the right painting. Yes.
That's awesome. I like when you start something and then it ends up being better than what you had even thought you would do.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's sometimes much better than you had before as the idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Should we move on to fun facts?
I like fun facts.
Best way to probably word this. What is the most favorite thing you've learned so far? And it doesn't have to be art related, it could be anything. But on your journey to doing art, what's the best thing you've learned?
The best thing I've learned about
About
digital.
anything.
What digital art has made to me. Do you mean this?
No, this is more maybe an example would do well. Kind of, it has almost like a slogan going like rabbit holing. It's kind of you during like research for a subject or something, and you end up finding an interesting fact about something, which leads to something else. Like, did you know that the bananas that we eat today are actually different than the ones that people ate back in the 50s, because that strand of bananas actually was killed out by a strand of bacteria? What did they say? That was a really interesting one.
Yeah.
We eat
Yeah.
clones of
All the
bananas.
bananas we eat today are clones of the original banana that died in the 50s.
Yep.
Oh,
Like a fun fact like that. Is there anything that sticks
Have
out
you-
in your mind that was an interesting or strange fact about something?
you're asking me a funny thing I've learned while doing digital art.
Yeah.
Now I understand. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
Oh, no, you're good.
A funny thing is what it really makes me so I mean, I'm longing so often while I'm painting because when I watch some new videos, time lapse videos from other artists on YouTube, how they paint something, it's funny because always when I watch new videos, I find new tools on Photoshop and it feels always like Christmas, like a Christmas gift because I'm painting and I think I'm a master in Photoshop, but I'm not. I'm really not because I always find new brushes and tools on this program. It's so large. There are so many things I find out when I start new artworks. That's funny,
Oh, cool.
I think.
Very cool.
Awesome. Well, I think we are about to head into a very fun interactive part of every episode, and that is the 60-second challenge.
Oh boy.
Now, this one's fun, and I talked to you briefly about it earlier, Payne, and I saw you had some paper and stuff already.
Yes.
We're going to go into this, but what we need now is the chat to come up with a subject for the 60-second challenge. Sometimes it's a menagerie. Oh, that's some loud thunder. Sorry. A menagerie of things, a mashup of different ideas. So if chat could come up with a couple ideas for the 60-second challenge, that would be really fun. And I think Ninja Hamsters has been done.
Ninja Hamsters is taken.
We've done that a few times.
Well, one was Ninja Hamsters. The other one was Drifter as a rodent. I don't remember if it was gerbil or hamster as well.
It was
I love that he just shared it like more like fleshed out later.
yeah, a couple days later he did a full rendition of it. A Ninja Hamster Drifter was what he came up with.
Young Khan says Warlock Seagull.
That would be an interesting one.
That would be pretty cool.
Meki says Super Saiyan Chicken Nuggets.
Super Saiyan chicken
Okay.
Payne likes that one. She's like, yes.
Meki's like, I don't know. I just threw it out there.
That's a funny idea.
Because Warlocks are the sea.
Oh gosh.
Wow.
I don't know. I'm like in Super Saiyan chicken nuggets. I don't know how you're gonna do that.
Is it what we're gonna run with?
I don't know. What about you?
We'll leave it up to Payne. She want Warlock Seagulls or Super Saiyan chicken nuggets?
I have to choose between these two. That's a difficult. I mean, both ideas are really funny and cool.
Right.
Super Saiyan sharks. I think Meki just wants everything to go Super Saiyan.
I think you're right. I'm getting that idea. All right. So, between the options, what would you feel up to doing a 60-second challenge on?
Oh, I mean, really, both ideas are really funny. I think. Oh, he wrote Super Saiyajin Sharks.
Super Saiyan sharks. Let's do it.
All right. Super Saiyan Street Sharks. God. Oh my god.
Street Sharks.
These two are playing off each other's really well right now. Okay. All right. So that's going to be our subject right here. Super Saiyan Sharks.
Contestants, you have 1 minute.
All right. So
I have to paint a Super Saiyajin Shark now. Or what?
Yep.
Okay.
Ruby is
In 1 minute.
Is it okay when I Google before what a Super Saiyajin looks like? Because I watched Dragon Ball, but it's so many years ago.
if you want, you can pull up a reference real quick while
Yes.
Ruby gets a timer all set.
Got
So-
it set.
She's got it set. But go ahead and grab a reference real quick so you can play off that. And let us know when you're ready. And when you're ready, Ruby will give us a countdown. And she
Okay.
will tell you as we get closer to time to stop. And then when time is up, just hold up the art piece to the camera so everyone can see. And if you can, take a picture of it with your phone and send it to one of us, because at the end of the year, we're going to put them all into a calendar.
Okay. I wait 1 second. I just have to look what a shark looks like. I know what they looks like, but yeah, they have a long nose or a long front. I don't know how to say. I think I will do the Super Saiyajin shark right now. Here's my empty. Oh,
Oh no,
It's-
you have to tilt it backwards.
The background.
There we go.
that's my empty paper, and I will draw with a charcoal, black charcoal.
Pencil?
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm ready now.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a 3-second countdown. 3, 2, 1, start. Then on start, you start. And then I'll let you know when we're halfway, and then when you have 10 seconds left. Okay?
Okay.
And
So-
then for anyone watching, feel free to join in.
When the 3 seconds are over, I have to start drawing.
Yes.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, start.
I think going forward, we should
Oh my
make
God.
like a little
Have
segment,
everyone in chat
like
do.
art challenge.
Yeah, I like that. And then just have everyone post it on Twitter or something.
I
Oh.
wish we had a soundboard right now where we could just play like Goku freaking yelling as he's charging up for Super Saiyan. That's all I hear in the background is Goku screaming.
30 seconds.
As soon as I get a mixer, I will start throwing in sound effects. You know what? I'll get one of those Elgato
Stream
Stream decks.
boards or whatever. Stream
and
deck.
I'll set some songs stuff like
Like
the
Jeopardy.
dating game.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
God, oh my God.
Pencil down.
Hands
Oh.
up, pencils down.
Not look. It looks like a mix between dolphin and I don't know. I can show it.
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
let's see it.
Oh God! You see that?
That is a shark with Super Saiyan hair.
I tried to add hair on his head, but I I thought it's funny to draw him like he's watching down, but I forgot how to paint his face.
I love it.
That's great.
The funny thing is, that's my first classical artwork, like
Really?
over 1 year or so.
Wow.
It's
Oh,
a
wow.
Saiyajin shark.
Just- and after 1 year, the first thing she draws is a Super Saiyan shark.
A shark with eyebrows, and he looks too friendly for a shark. I think
great.
the daughter of my sister could draw this shark better than me right now.
I think that's my favorite part about the 60-second challenge is it takes really, really good artists and it makes us draw like 5-year-olds. Like, I think Clinton's the only one that's been able to put something together that was like, oh crap, it's still good.
And he did it in half the time.
Well, he's
That
a
was-
magician, so it's
That was before about half, I'd say around episode 8 that we started recording. It used to be a 30-second challenge. So there was a lot more pressure, and then a guest came on and goes, you know what, this should really be 60 seconds.
Oh, that's really hard.
So we bumped it up, so unfortunately for everybody prior. But it's okay. We can have people back on in the future, and they can have a crack at it having double the time. Well, thank you so much for doing that. That was great, and it's always a lot of fun doing the
It was
art challenge.
Really,
I
was
love.
really. Yes, sorry. Oh man, I can't wait. It's just too funny.
It is hilarious, and I love the interaction with the live recording, the live stream with the chat, coming up with the suggestions because they are wildly creative and everybody has fun with it. So, like I said, at the end of the year, we should start stockpiling everything now because we're getting into September. But everything, we're going to put them all into a calendar, and then we'll put them for sale online, and all the proceeds and everything will go to a charity. So it's just a lot of fun, and then also just something special to have because like Tyler said earlier, it takes really good artists to make some draw like 5-year-olds.
Where can I see all the 60-second challenge paintings
Oh, those
from
should somewhere.
other artists?
We need to put those up somewhere.
Yeah,
should.
we haven't done it yet, but we'll compile all of them so we can share it all.
I have a bunch saved on my PC right now in a separate folder. We're missing a few, but we're gonna be getting those here soon. We need to get a hold of David and have David send that one out so we can raffle it off.
What was David's skeleton something?
A skeleton Bob Ross.
That's right.
And that was really fun. But that's it for. I think that is it for us tonight. We had a little hiccup with me getting my power knocked out for a minute, but one question that we do like to ask, and Ruby usually remembers this towards the end too. We already asked you this once before we went on stream, but can you tell us where you came up with your name?
You mean websites where I am on?
No, your name, Painthisice.
Yes.
You explained to us earlier where it came from. Could you share that with everybody else?
Ah, I understand. It's really difficult to explain. It's more a sad story, I would say. It means it's not. It's okay. Wait. It's not like paint his eyes like ice cream. It's paint his eyes, the eyes from the face, and it means I gave my name this name because I don't know how to say, 2 or 3 years ago, I have to translate this word. Oh, it's an easy word. My former, I don't know. It's a sad story behind this name. I had a boyfriend over 2 years ago, and it ended really bad, and our relationship ended really bad, and this was the start why I gave my name the name Painthisice. It means trying to paint his cold, empty eyes. It's difficult. It just means I'm trying to paint the feelings in my artworks, what I felt in this time and some other bad experience. It's a sad story behind my name. It just means I'm trying to paint feelings.
I think you're doing a great job at that.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's always a challenge for me. I always want to bring so many feelings in my artworks and I want to share all the feelings, and I want the people to feel the same like I feel in my paintings, like sadness or an intense feeling, a strong feeling like hope or so. Yes, that's what my name means, I think. I hope I explained this right.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
It's beautiful, actually. And I love how you carry that forward with, all the art that you create. I mean, it's absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
Now, where can people find you and more of your art and keep up to date?
They can find me on Twitter. I upload my newest artworks on Twitter at first, and then I will upload my animated versions of my artworks and my normal artworks on ArtStation. I can share the ArtStation link in the chat if you want. And I'm also on Instagram with the name Painthisice. And yeah, I had a Facebook fan page, but I don't like Facebook so much anymore, and I'm just on Instagram and Twitter and ArtStation, yes. There you can find me and all my artworks, my new artworks.
Perfect. That's awesome.
Oh, thank you for the link.
Oh, you're welcome. Of course.
Yes.
Meki did want to say, he just said, personally to you that every one of your pieces have a profound feeling behind them. It really shows, and you're amazing at what you do. You make the world a better place with your art.
Thank you so much.
It's very awesome. And that brings us to the end of our Before Dark episode. At least for us.
Before Dark.
3 out of 4. But thank you, everybody, for tuning in with us and hanging out. Thank you so much, Painthisice, for joining us and really going the extra mile. If nobody is aware, we're based in the U.S., Painthisice resides in Germany, and English is her second language. So she really did a phenomenal job, breaking that barrier for us
Thank you.
and really conveying and sharing so much with us. We can't thank you enough for coming on with us, chatting with us, and I, speaking for all of us, we can't wait to see what else you put out there and what else you create.
Yes.
And I'm really looking forward to playing more Destiny with you.
Thank you so much. It was really cool. It's a really unbelievable experience, and it was my first stream or my first interview about myself. It's an unbelievable experience, an unforgettable experience. I mean,
But we hope you'll come back on with us in the future.
I'm sure you'll have many more.
Absolutely.
thank you.
Absolutely. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in with us. We will catch you next time. Bye.